Let's start by talking about what a list is. A list is people who have opted to receive emails from you. They may have visited one of your websites or any Web 2.0 property or something similar that you own and said, I want some information, and filled in a form on your page. It may have been a pop-up, an unblockable pop-up, may just have been a form on the page. Whatever it might be, they've said they want to receive emails from you. Usually it's related to a website that you've created. So if you've got a website on stop smoking, you may have a stop smoking list. If you've got one on parrot keeping, you may have a parrot keeping list. If you've got one on cooking, maybe you've got a list on that as well. But they've signed up to your list for a reason, because they want more information on the subject that your website's about, the niche that you're marketing in. They either want the free gift that you signed up, or if they're not quite sure to buy your product yet, so they want some more information, or they want the course that you're offering to give them access to, or anything like that. That's why they've opted in. Now, typically, your list is going to contain people from all over the world. Don't be surprised if there's people who don't come from your country. Don't be surprised if there's people that don't speak the same language as well as you, or don't understand the colloquialisms you use or some of the terms you use. There's going to be people that are going to be experts in the niche. There's going to be people that are intermediate. And there's going to be people that are complete beginners that have no knowledge whatsoever. What you may also find, if you start being successful in the niche, you're going to get some of your competitors subscribing to your list as well, because they're going to want to check you out and see what you're doing. So this means that when you're contacting your list, you need to make sure that you use language that everyone can understand, or everyone in that niche can understand. You don't want to use colloquialisms or refer to things that are going on in your city or country, because not everyone will be aware of those. In fact, you even have to be wary about saying things like tonight or good morning, because some people reading your email, it's not going to be morning for them. And not everybody, but some of them are going to complain, or it's going to confuse them. You know, they're going to read an email at 10 o'clock at night that says, good morning, it's great weather here, it's doing fantastic. And they're looking out the window thinking, it's snowing, it's not fantastic. And it's not morning, it's night. So you can see, you can confuse people by using sort of terminology that refers to where you are. Depends on how you do it, but in general, it could confuse people. But a list is one thing, and one thing you really need to understand. It's a very valuable resource. A list is going to make all the difference for you in making money online. A list is the difference between earning a decent amount of money and earning a lot of money. Many marketers earn a lot more with a list than they do from their products. But you need to make sure that your list and your autoresponder and your mailings complies with spam laws. Now, many countries have introduced spam laws in a vain attempt to combat the rising problem of spam. I can't remember how many emails are spam now, but it's a ridiculous amount. It's something like 80 to 90% of all emails sent are spam. So it's a serious problem. And unfortunately for you and I as list owners, many companies tend to shoot first and ask questions later when it comes to compliance with these laws. So what you'll find in a lot of cases is, if they complain to your web host about spam, the web host will shut you down and then go, hey, what are you doing spamming? At which time, of course, your business is gone because your website's been shut down. So, firstly, always keep a backup of your sites. And secondly, make sure you are aware of the spam laws and you comply with them. So this means you don't send out unsolicited emails to people. You don't advertise, things that they don't want. So, it's all well and good sending out a message about, say, something like Viagra to a list that would be interested in that. But your parrot keepers, they may not appreciate being sent that sort of email. So you've got to make sure that you comply with the spam laws. And it's for your benefit as well, because if you don't, your messages are going to get blacklisted. They're going to end up in junk folders and spam folders, and they're never going to be read. And of course, that's a problem. One thing you could do, and we'll talk about this a bit further on in the course, is use something called double opt-in to protect yourself with the spam laws. Because with double opt-in, it basically means somebody says, I want to join your list. Your autoresponder then sends them a message that says, hey, someone using this email address has requested to join this list. Was it you, and do you want to? And then they click on the link. Now, the upside of this is you're protected from this. You comply with the spam law. So if anyone comes to you and says, hey, he's spamming me, and this has happened to me, I've had some very nasty emails off people saying, who the hell do you think you are sending me these emails? And I say, hang on, you subscribe to my list on this date at this time from this IP address. You double opted in to my list, so I'm not spamming you. You have forgotten you've signed up to my list, and that tends to send them away. I've also had companies contact me saying you're spamming us. I'm saying no, I'm not. This person's requested information, and I can prove to them. I've even had my web host sort of contact me saying someone's complained about spamming. And again, it wasn't spam. I had the double opt-in, so I just showed my web host the